This is Davis. Back, kicking off 2016 at the Satellite Studio in North Long Beach, California, William.
Absolutely, because it's a little bit closer to Pomona, which we were at today.
Yeah.
Pomona Fairplex.
That's right.
Pomona, the Grand National Roadster Show.
Yep.
Was the granddaddy of them all.
That's right.
That was a good show.
Yeah, it's been 2 years since we've been there.
Yeah, because we usually hit
Turlock Swap Meet.
So this is an every other year.
Yeah.
Which
works out.
Yeah. But
it wasn't like ass cold like Turlock was.
Oh no. But it is supposed to rain for Sunday, so there are lots of people out. Well, okay, there was lots of people out anyways.
Anyway, I think you're right.
I think there was probably more because
I think there was,
it's going to be raining.
I think there was fewer people out in the, parking lot area of the show.
Well, that wasn't that big.
No, it wasn't. Not like the LA Roadster Show.
The LA Roadster Show.
That's just nuts.
That's just roadster.
But I think the weather really curbed the participation
on the
outside, right?
Yeah, that
in between the buildings. I thought it was kind of
because they've been predicting rain for
at least 3 days now. So I'm sure a lot of people just said nah.
Right.
And being for a 3-day event too, but still today's the day. That's the busiest day. It always is.
Yeah, but I don't mind going on a Sunday because that means that there's usually less people.
Well, I mean, less people or less cars? I mean, I don't. It's a give and a take, man.
I don't. When you sign up,
is it for a 2 or 3 day? I don't know.
Maybe you're. I know for inside the buildings, there's no way.
Right.
They're moving you out.
Right, but you're right.
But just some beautiful stuff, inside and outside.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
but even those cars inside, we saw quite a few of those outside at SEMA.
That's
the
true.
Car Crazy Corral and just in the hallways between the main halls, and it was just like, oh yeah, I saw that car, but still under crappy lighting. But it's like, oh yeah, there it is. I do have good taste. Yeah.
I remember shooting this.
Yeah.
In September.
November. Yeah.
October. November. Oh, sorry, my brain is mush. Because also we went to the MPMC Media Trade Center.
Sponsored by SEMA. That's it's a motorsports parts market conference, something like that. It's one of the subgroups. The subgroups of SEMA, have their councils or groups. There's the restoration group. There's the motorsports group. There's the SEMA Action Network group. They each have their own subcommittees and
under the blanket of
SEMA itself. So,
yeah, basically one night's sleep, in between these two events, and
you wake up and you're like, what day is it?
Exactly. When I went to work on Friday, and boss was like, "See you on Monday." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's right." But MPMC is really cool for media. It's essentially speed dating with manufacturers.
Yeah.
So
you
sign up.
How many manufacturers? 100 and at least 100.
Well, we met with
what, 15,
22.
16? We met 22?
Yeah.
Plus
first day was 8, second day was 14.
Oh, okay. 22 plus the one we met there on the fly was. So
we had 23 half-hour meetings with manufacturers.
Yeah.
And what does that mean for you, the listener?
More content, man. Yeah, it's going to be...
We got to send 23 follow-up emails, but,
it's easy, but
it depends who comes back, but we're looking at some shop tours, we're looking at some interviews, some Skype interviews.
Some tech video content, some
product
installs, some, product testing. So, I mean, anything from hard parts to lubrication. We got a fabulous wax polish kit from McGuire's. These guys are based out of Irvine, down here in Southern California. So, I mean, open the doors for a tour, and then probably could do a podcast down there too as well.
Yeah.
I don't really know what goes into all these liquids of magic. I don't know. Is there like guys in lab coats running around squeezing beakers of stuff into
it's gotta
things?
be.
And I don't know how that all works.
Chemists mixing stuff.
Yeah.
Trying it out. What's the viscosity of this? And
Well, there has to be the abrasiveness levels and properties of fluids.
Every if it's any other company that produces like Mothers or Surf City Garage,
right?
I mean, everyone's coming out with new stuff based off of new technology stuff.
Right, well, that's true.
And everyone, I'm sure they're not sharing secrets.
I think it's baffling to me though, is because it's sort of like I couldn't make this myself.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like you see a hard part, you go, "Oh, it's just tubing this, and that's welded there, and that's got a bushing in it, or this is bent. This has a certain angle."
Or glass cleaner. That's ammonia and water.
Okay. Right.
Maybe a little dish soap.
But then there's the miracle plastic bottle. It's like, what gives it its color? Why is it,
Right. When you start getting into more complex.
Right. It's not like I can just, go to the market and buy a bunch of, baking soda and some vinegar,
right.
And start throwing stuff together.
Same thing with, with motor oil.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking with the guy from Champion. It's
Carl from Champion Motor Oil. We'll have a video up for that pretty soon.
My
head was spinning, but...
give me that, 1030.
Right, the classic, but the API standards and the SN number... detergents, zinc, right? Yeah, that's basically it. Whether you're running a catalytic converter or not, there's oils for fleet cars, for city vehicles who run diesel and
so they can just
just the guy in the shop just does oil changes all day, and he's just
give me the 50-gallon drum. I can put it in anything. Oh
yeah, that's all it is. Throw it up on the lift, starts draining oil all day, and that's all that guy does. Or probably works in a pit, but yeah,
right.
And I mean, there's so many different aspects to motor oil. Also, I forgot to ask him too. It also depends on where you live. What's the climate?
What's
temperature? Ambient temperature, not temperature. What kind of is your engine run hot? Because
back to that viscosity word.
Exactly. Yeah. So a lot of factors. But I also brought up the president we met, a Boostane fuel additive, who was saying that California has the worst suck-ass gas in all the states.
And we're taxed the highest for it.
And we're taxed the highest for that suck-ass gas. But our quality sucks, probably because it has so many detergents and whatnot in it and God knows what. But, the question I had was, what do you guys see across the United States as far as consumption and what it does to your car engine? So, it was like not everything's the same. And then he brought up as gas gets older or it starts to get down to the bottom of the tank at the gas station before the tanker truck shows up.
It's already old.
Right. But that depends on location of the gas station. I mean, if it's freeway close, I'm sure it probably gets cycled through more. Or
I don't know how that works. Yeah,
well,
I'm sure it's you don't call up say, hey, I'm ready for a load.
I'm sure it's all digital.
I'm sure they've got a route. Like the Sparklets water guy. He's got a route. He's in that area on.
He makes his calls
on Thursdays and hits everybody in the area. That's got to be how gas is too.
Like the beer man for you.
Otherwise, total inefficient driving all around.
Good point.
Comes on again, say a Thursday, if you need just a top off, or do you need the whole thing filled?
There you go. But
still,
in any case, your gas at the gas station is getting old, just like it does in the tank of your Galaxy.
Right. So
as we speak.
Well, there isn't much gas in there.
Well, at least that gauge works.
So if one day you see the local gas station with the big truck, with the delivery, hit it the next day. You know that's going to be pretty fresh stuff. Even if it's mixed in with the old stuff, it's going to be better than like 2 days before that when it was low.
I'd also heard too that when the truck shows up and you're pumping while he's there, that you're not quite getting a good quality gas. I think it has to do with maybe the air. Something that I can't remember exactly, but
if you can't remember, why'd you bring it up?
I guess I have to look that up now.
You're going to have to look that one up.
Thank you. Maybe it could just be an urban myth.
Or someone could just email Davis with a correction.
Yeah.
That'd be at privatepodcast.
Podcast@gmail.com. Right. Jeez. I have more homework.
Yeah.
Speaking of more homework, well, I'll be doing some updates to the website. Tons of stuff going on, man. I got paper mess trails of stuff to do just on the site, man.
I hear you, but tomorrow's raining. Means can't do yard work.
Oh darn!
Can't do stuff outside. So, at least for me, that's what I'm gonna lock myself up in the garage.
Yeah.
Get the papers out.
Right.
Spread things around. Shuffle some piles. Get all this stuff organized and get to work. I mean, I can't say, we're going to go over and fire up the Mustang.
I'm going to try.
Even in the rain?
Let's see how bad it's raining.
Okay.
I got to do some valve lash adjustment again. I want to check the valves again. And,
okay, so, for Project Nickel and Dime and the Mustang.
Yeah, what now?
We haven't talked about it a while because we haven't done a podcast
like
for
a month.
Man. There's various reasons for that. But, okay, the last time I was here when we were working on it, it was cranked, let's see, it was 180 degrees off on the distributor.
It was like 66 weeks ago, yeah. No, actually, it wasn't 180 off. I was right.
When I was here, you
doubted myself. Yeah, I did, and I pulled it out and moved it. I doubted myself too much, and then I had fuel problems. The primary bowl basically clogged up, and then I flooded the rears.
Well, and
you were there for that, right?
Right, little geyser coming out.
Yeah, coming out of the secondary on the air horn, right? So I pulled that out, cleaned that out, put it back together, put 2 more gallons of fresh gas in it.
And that was the only part Davis didn't go through was this free carburetor.
Yeah, I don't remember doing that. What else did I do?
Well, yeah, you didn't because
I just replaced the Venturi on the back end.
But even the air fuel screws were like back.
Oh yeah, they were
like
back the air
all the
fuel
way out.
mixture screws were way out.
So you were super rich.
But
anyways,
but that was okay. So that led into the second time around.
Okay, but still, the first time around wasn't happening because you were 180 degrees off.
Note the surprise on my face.
And
can you see it?
And carburetor issue. We tried my old carburetor.
That was just it
wasn't happening.
We just pee in it. Yeah. There's nothing going on there. Right. I can fix it though.
Well, I'm sure you can.
Now I got another carburetor rebuild kit.
So yeah, that was the last time I was here. And so what happened after that?
Okay, what happened after that was I got the carburetor dialed in. I got it to pump fuel. I still went through a whole secondary can of starter fluid, but I did get it. Okay, I got it to run. It ran. One of my temporary exhaust flex pipes broke loose, so I had one open header. Oh, it sounded awesome, but it scared the crap out of me because I thought, well, that ain't right. Because then that thing was, it's shaking around. It sounded like, you're standing in the pits. Mm-hmm. But it was cool though because there was I had the hood off, so I could just see everything going on because I was inside the car. So, and then it just started running awful. I'm like, okay, now it's sounding like it's missing. And it's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hey, okay, I'm done. And so then I took the valve. I had to let everything cool. So it's like, well, that day's over. So the next day I was like, okay, pulled the valve covers off. All the rocker arms were kicked over, say like 10 degrees. One was off the valve stem. And that's when I was just, as the first turnaround was like, I torqued them down to 20 foot-pounds, and I wasn't getting any compression. So,
oh, okay, that's right.
With no compression and gas is just going in, and pistons are coming back up. It's just air. It's just there's no compression to do anything with controlled burn. So, and everything's new. So there's no heat for the rings to seat and all of this. You need heat, you need things to run for a few minutes for it all to work. And then so you're up against that battle because I was doing a compression check on it and I was getting like nothing. It's like the last thing I want to see after you spend $2,200 is like, how come I'm not getting 40 psi off this cast iron cylinder head for a common situation for this. I'm like, and then it's like, oh no, your valves are hanging open. Check valve lash. It's too tight, but still within clearance of the piston. So, but it's like, because it only has to be open, a 1/16 of an inch or something, and all that. For the time that
the duration,
right? It's because if you crank the engine over by hand, you can feel the resistance on the compression strokes all the way around. So, but then you can hear it hissing up through the carburetor when you do that when it's not running. So I went back and I had to verify valve lash on top dead center for every cylinder. So as I was doing that, and I was getting them all snug, and then I was starting to check the other ones, and it's like they're all. Why is this one still loose? Because it wasn't on the base circle on the cam. So I'm watching tech videos on comp cams. I find out it's a comp cam, not a Ford racing cam from the engine builder. He says, I gave you the cam card. It does not exist. I have every piece of paper for this thing, every scrap, nothing. I just have the estimate that he mentions a 260 cam. And I'm like, that's got to be it. So, and then he came back to me and said, yeah, that's probably it. And I'm like, Anyway, the more you know. So, it doesn't help my situation. It's like, okay, so regardless, and here I was thinking like, no,
okay, first it was
here I was thinking though, it's like
it was too tight, then it was too loose.
It was, yeah, exactly. So then I was thinking, so you have to degree the cam. I'm like, well, that's essentially what you are doing, but you're doing it very slowly and trial and error. But it's like if the cam was off a tooth, off the timing, you would have this problem as well. But I knew everything was lined up when I put the timing cover on. So
right, because I mean,
I verified all that.
There's little marks on the gears.
Yeah, I verified all that. Verified the top dead center off the back of the crank once I put the timing cover on, so everything was lined up. Why I doubted myself after I put the distributor in the first time, I don't know. But probably because I wasn't getting compression when I had you crank the engine. How come I'm getting nothing here? 3 times around.
3 times.
3 times. Yeah, 4 times. So anyway, so last week, I guess it's been last week now. I started pulling out common tools, 1/4-inch drive for the valve covers, the 1/2-inch drive for the crank. I'm getting pretty fast at doing this now. Another gallon of gas. Readjust the valves. Checked everything. 360 degrees twice around. I've actually got the top of the distributor marked for where the rotor is for every cylinder. Firing order's dead on. Then I crack out the remote starter this time because like I gotta pump it and get it and do it all right there, right by the engine.
Right when you're working by yourself.
Yeah, you got to do it. So I turn the ignition on, hit the switch for the electric choke, which works perfectly now. And then crank, and then but by that time though, the first time around, it's like I killed the battery. Yeah, so I had a hot engine. Now I got a dead battery. So I put all that back together, and then it starts crank, pump it a couple times, and then chut, and I'm like, it's gonna go.
It wants to.
It wants to go. Yeah, it's gonna go. But I fixed the exhaust too. So and then I got that taken care of. Got in the car, pumped it, fired up. And then I realized that the curb idle was way too high. Wow! It's like, all right, kill that off, and then back it off. And then I got it going. Had to adjust the air idle again because it was too lean. It wasn't getting gas through the idle circuit. So just back and forth.
Well, it's 1.5 turns out.
I started that way.
Is your starting point?
Not liking that.
Okay.
So just
but that's
do like
enough to get you started.
Not really. As I found out, my timing was way retarded. That's why I had flames coming out the top of the carburetor. But at least I was smart enough to know that this, I've been there before. And so it's like...
what is it? Too rich, it goes out the back. Too lean, it goes up to the carb?
Something like that. Well, there's that too, but also has to do with the timing. So, too retarded at the carburetor because I was watching it spitting, so I knew there's air moving around in there. So I had the valve set right. Yeah, it's sucking and spitting, and then if I'd crank or just like really pump it and just hold it wide open throttle, that's when it was going like you could feel it and hear it just go like oh, like I'm coming up. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna start ripping right now, and I'm like, crap, and then it would go, and I let off, and then here come the flames. I'm like, okay, go, advance it
a little bit,
try it again. Oh, that was better. Advance it, did it again, boom. I'm like, oh, perfect. And then I ran, and I got at least 5 minutes out of it. Ran good, but I was back inside the car, so I'm like, oh crap. So if I let off the accelerator, it would stall. So I was like, okay, so I got to mess with either the curb idle screw again, or to get it started. So I'm like, all right, and then it got dark.
Weekend over.
Yeah, it was like start over, fool. Right.
Yeah.
So.
That
was Sunday.
That was Sunday.
Right, and so. Here we are the following week, and
because I was at my nephew's memorial.
Right.
That's why I wasn't here.
Right. So here we are the following week, and it's like, you're going to the Grand National Roadster Show. So, and then it's supposed to rain. So, but I got to pull the valve covers off, recheck my valve lash, and I will probably go to 18 foot-pounds torque on those, verify all that again, and start over. I didn't get quite hot enough. I got about 160 degrees before I couldn't get the electric fan to kick over yet. I was kind of curious about that too. So yeah, that was fun.
Super close.
And then tomorrow I got to sign up for the O'Reilly Street Machine Muscle Car Nationals because that's my deadline for $45 to enter the car for the autocross, man. Or car show, whatever you want to do. It's like you enter it. It's like you can do. You have a choice of doing all that stuff. So
I don't have the calendar in front of me. When is that show?
March 12th.
Okay, you got 2 months.
No, dude, I got like 5 weeks.
You got 5 weeks.
So I got to get this thing running, broken in. On the plus side, I don't have any leaks. Not yet.
Oh, we still got to, like, bleed the brakes? Did we bleed them?
I haven't had it. Yeah, we bled them. I had brake pressure when it's not running. It's just solid. It's rock solid. So once it gets going and I get vacuum, then it should be like, like the Galaxy or the Ranchero. It's like, it has it's not like rock hard when it's not running, and then it has some resistance to it, but it's there when it needs to be. I haven't got there yet because if I can't get it to idle, then
can't put it in drive.
I haven't even put it in gear yet. So it's like, well, I know I have pedal, so
okay, but
you know what I'm saying though. It's like, yes, it's once I get it idling, get the timing set, then I can see how it reacts when I hit the brake.
Because that's brand new front disc brakes.
Yeah,
from stainless steel.
SSBC, and
new rear end.
It's a new rear end, but I have new wheel cylinders, new drums, new brake shoes. The other hardware it came with the rear end. That's like the e-brake and all that stuff. So, but new wheel cylinders, new. Yeah,
but none of that's been tested.
Not with vacuum.
Right. None of it's been road tested.
Right, and the e-brake cable I've dry fitted and tried to dry adjust, but I haven't. Right. I mean, that's a whole nother. Put it in gear. Yeah, I still gotta. Once I did get it going, though, I did put some more fluid in the transmission and power steering pump. So you don't want to run those dry, or low. So, and I got to tighten belts too because I hit it a couple times, stabbed it, and I get belt squeak. So it's like, oh, how you doing?
So it's still lots of little stuff.
So it's going to be a lot of little stuff. I still got to figure out the transmission, but I got an exhaust kit from Magnaflow this week. 2.5-inch stainless steel kit.
5 weeks.
What's that?
5 weeks.
5 weeks. So yeah, I still got to have somebody install that because I got to do. There's going to be some welding done. So the old one's got to go. So, and I got about 2 inches of room from the temporary exhaust pipe to the concrete. So it's already not going to make it out of the... Not by itself, right? It would throw me in there. It's going to be on the ground probably, but...
Get a wire hanger. Wrap it up.
Well, to what? Yeah, I don't know. Either that or I figure out how to make an oval out of that pipe. It's going to be one of those one-way situations where it gets someplace.
I'm driving to the muffler shop.
Right. And if it comes off somewhere in an intersection and half of it just flops out, just keep driving, man.
When I got the headers put on the Galaxy, I paid for that just because it's tight.
Right.
And then I drove it with open headers to the muffler shop. Everyone's looking at you. It's like, oh, but it just sounded so good. Like being at the racetrack.
Oh yeah. It did. It sounded just like that. I'm like, wow, that sounds kind of cool, but now it doesn't sound right. Cause then I realized only half of it was. So.
Exactly. So
So yeah, 5 weeks, and now I'm looking at. I gotta find a helmet now. So.
Simpson.
Race Quip, I think, $180. I gotta measure my head. But I was looking at it. It was interesting though. Is you get Snell SA 2010. This will be a good rating. Probably go open face. You can still use that for SCCA if I wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, because Antique Nationals, you see people, in convertibles and stuff like that.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Without a full face.
Right. But I wasn't sure what they require, who requires what. So
it also has to do with
speed, class, right?
You know, like if you know, if you did want to take it, you know, quarter mile stuff, that's based on speed.
Right. But then, right.
Certain speeds, you need certain, you know, drive shaft loop,
geez, you
5-point, you know,
seat belts, right.
You know, it just all depends on
this, capability. That made speed rated tires too.
Are you going to need that for autocross?
I don't know.
Probably not. I
don't know. I gotta look it up. But then there's also the age of the tire too. So those are things to consider.
Okay, but
I don't know.
For this show, if they're opening it up to like, you know, price of entry,
right?
I don't think that's going to be a huge factor because it's not competition.
No, but
it's not.
But I'm talking about like
it's not like
SCCA, right?
Right. You're thinking down the road.
There's a possibility.
I'm thinking 5 weeks from now.
I'll be lucky if this thing's running, dude. If I can get out on the freeway and just do 80, yeah. Yeah.
Well, pay that $45 and cheap charge.
Well, yeah, man. That's you put a stake in the ground, and that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
What goals do you have, man?
I work more on the house.
Well, that's not fun. How's that interesting? Come on, man.
And you know, gets up and stuff on the truck.
Speaking of the truck, yeah.
Because with the house, let's see. Well, it was last weekend. The weekend before that it was like, you know, started looking at one of the rooms. It was the first room that we painted.
Oh.
You know, it's like, this room's look. We're gonna need. Let me touch up a few places. Went and got the blue tape. You know, a better light. You know, my glasses.
Oh, there's a good investment.
You know, so you know, mark the blue tape. You know, here's where the touch up needs to be. You know, my plan was leave it out. You know, leave the blue tape out for a couple days. See something, mark it. See something, mark it. When I got to like 20, is when and I was didn't even hit all 4 walls yet. I'm like, I'm just gonna paint the whole room. So I still had the paint, had enough paint. I had hot dog rollers, which it seems like I always run out of those.
So do I.
And I didn't need it, but I picked up a plastic
tray,
so I didn't have to clean up.
Oh,
so
you know what? I reuse those.
At work, I do too.
If you let it dry,
oh yeah,
it just peels right off, man.
I didn't want to store it. I didn't want to clean it. Because I don't know when I'm painting again. I just kind of said, screw it.
It ain't gonna spoil.
I know. But
it holds its shape.
So during that week, you know, like on Wednesday, take the pictures down. You know,
this is boring. What about the truck, dude?
Okay, but I got the room painted.
Done. You got some like points from the wife.
Yep. And
next.
Because I used high quality paint.
Yeah.
And
semi-gloss.
Flat.
Really? Okay.
Walls are flat.
All right. I don't agree, but okay.
And a good brush.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just a breeze.
I'll invest in a good brush. It'll last you, a couple 3 years if you do it right.
Oh,
you know.
But with the amount of painting that I use with a lower quality paint, you know, where it doesn't fight you. Okay, some of the paints I have to use fights
I
you.
guess it has to do how thin it is, or
right. But
if you're going over a dark color.
But Dunn Edwards just.
Oh really? Yeah.
Just cut the line, come back.
Good, huh?
Yeah, smooth. Pop to top, or wife left.
Right.
You know, kind of waited to, like, all right, get out of my way.
Right.
Pop to top, got to work.
Speaking of.
Yeah, got it done. So I need to go through the house and do a couple more rooms. Yeah. Doing that same thing. That hit one room on a Saturday. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Once a month.
There you go, Tony.
Yeah.
Look at that, Kobe. Kobe's in the house.
Thank you. But the truck tomorrow.
There you go, Tony. Look at that, man. I'm just bagging him. I'm good at that. No, move that box. I'm screwed.
Well, lots of practice. So with the truck.
Amen.
Tomorrow I'm ordering product for the bed.
Ooh, that's a different taste. Wow.
Because we got post SEMA got a couple gallons of bed liner from POR 15.
That's Absolute Coatings.
Parent company.
Right. So if you go to POR 15, it takes you right to it.
Right.
So great guys, good product. So we'll be doing some.
We've been using POR.
Oh, jeez, 8 years.
Oh, longer than that.
I used it on the Ranchero.
I used it on the truck.
But I mean, I had
like 15.
Oh, you're right.
15 years ago.
Oh my God, I got that car in 2000.
Yeah.
99.
I was on Colorado.
Wait, 98. Dang.
So.
Yeah.
Before I use this, there's some spots that need some little TLC.
You need a welder?
I'm hoping not.
You'll find out when you get that right angle grinder out and just start.
Exactly.
The age of discovery.
Yep. So I'm going to order product, and then obviously not tomorrow. But when I know I'm going to have a good weekend, plenty of sunshine, get out there, start sanding and grinding, and
start prepping like you do for your walls, man.
Exactly. That's it's all in the prep work.
And it's not like you got to have it done in a day because it's a truck. It's an 8-foot bed. It's old. It's
right. That's why I was telling you.
It's not like it's on the outside visually, right? I mean the surface, the rust areas,
right?
They're in the floor of the floor of the bed, right? It's not like this. It's rocker panels, and of course your cab roof is another issue, but we're talking truck bed here, so.
Right? So, like with any project, it's about the prep. So
that's the money.
I need to make sure that I have a can of the good stuff, so that when I am prepping, I can cover it when I'm done.
Right.
If I can't finish it in a day, if it's going to take me more than, that way I can attack it in sections if I need to, but then be able to coat it. So I'm going to order that stuff up tomorrow. Got a list.
You have a pressure washer too at work, huh?
At work, and
yeah,
guy around the corner's got one.
Oh,
for washing cars.
Right. It might be a good idea to just start it off, just get rid of the loose stuff. Probably take you 5 minutes. Those things rip quick, you know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Put the right tip on there?
Yep. Boom.
I'll have to talk to Ryan about that.
Yeah. You should probably wash the whole truck, too, make it look good.
Well, it always drives better.
Yeah.
And we've got some McGuire's product to do it.
Yeah, speaking of McGuire's, a little 5-step clean polish techniques for the Galaxy, huh?
Yep, that's on the docket as well.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. Yeah. Get the Galaxy out, man.
Yep.
Do some damage. Let's go to McGuire's with the Galaxy. Hey, man, I'll sign up for that. I'll shoot video. GoPros.
I picked up a couple of drywall tips this past week.
What's that?
Okay, imagine an 8-foot.
Yeah, something big, heavy, and a pain in the ass to move around. Right, the heavy guys.
And imagine you got a cut that 8-foot section, or sorry, instead of
4x, it's
4 by 8.
Is it a full 4x8?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And tapered on 2 ends.
Okay, that's so you can butt it up and then run your tape down, and then you have a more of a consistent flush surface. There you go.
But you still got to tape up your butt joints and
and feather it out and all that. Yeah.
Now, instead of 4 feet wide, imagine you have to cut something, say like, I don't know, 32 inch.
Right.
32 inches. So you're taking 16 off.
Right.
That's when you're by yourself. That's a pretty big sheet of well, you score it, and then how do you snap it?
Right, because you don't have a lot of control over it.
Right, because it's big.
Right.
It's bigger than you.
Right.
And
it's like moving them.
Small pieces, you just kick.
Yeah, you just kick it, right, or put it down on a somewhat flat surface and just hit it.
Nah.
What do we do?
Lean it up against the wall. Long ways.
Yeah.
Hit it from the back.
It's got paper.
Yep. No, you hit the backside. So paper side up against the wall.
Right.
Hit the back.
Hit the back so
and it just snaps. None of this trying to work it, because I've done it
vertically
8 feet up or vertically, and you snap it with your knee.
Right.
Hit it in the middle. Turn it over. Snap it again with your knee.
It's just applied force equal all the way across.
Right. That forming a triangle.
Yeah, I was just saying, don't you love geometry?
It just
it's always applied. It's always applied force, man.
And so pop it.
Yeah.
Slide it back onto the ground.
There you go.
Finish the cut. Done. It was like no one told me. It was something that I just I'm doing this.
This is back ass words.
Right. There's something wrong here. And
what's the next one?
Taping inside joints. Or inside corners.
Inside corners, okay. Instead of folding the tape?
No, you got to fold the tape.
All right, so you fold the tape lengthwise.
So you throw your joint compound up nice and heavy, nice and thick.
Fold your tape.
Fold your tape. Put it in the corner with use your
your
6,
5
8.
and 1.
Well, no, use a taping knife.
Oh, the big long guy. Okay.
Was like 6-inch tape knife. Get it in the corner, screed it out.
Oh.
Then, at least for people that don't have a lot of experience with this, at that point, leave it alone. What people who don't do drywall a lot, you're supposed to then put your first coat of mud on top of that.
Right.
And
it's too wet.
Tape starts moving. If you don't have if you don't have the finesse, because it's only held in there just by super thin layer.
Right.
Walk away. Let it dry for half a day.
Let it tack up.
Yeah, let it tack up, and then come back with your first coat. And it's not going to move on you.
Oh, good point.
Because if you didn't screed it out enough the first time, it's gets all wiggly because there's too much liquid. Too much stuff.
Right.
Screw it. Walk away. Let it dry.
Screw it. Walk away.
Come back a couple.
That could be applied in many ways.
Absolutely. That point of frustration, dropping in a distributor, screw
it, and walk away. Yeah.
But it's like, for a home guy, you're not a professional drywaller.
No.
It's easy. I mean, whatever mistakes you do, you can sand.
That's true. Right. You can always add more to it later.
But you don't want to screw up that corner.
Look before you sand.
So do one corner, screed it out. I don't know if screed's the right word, but where you push it all out.
Yeah, it sounds like about right. I don't know.
I'm thinking concrete when you screed it. Screed it. It's like walk away, go do another corner.
Yeah.
Start filling in holes.
It usually, depending on the temperature. I mean, it.
Put a fan on it.
Yeah, it'll right, because all all it's doing is it's the moisture goes like instantly because it's it's like getting like any kind of cement on your hands or Bondo. It just absorbs moisture.
Oh,
it gets super dry.
That's good.
Yeah, it's super good, huh? Yeah.
So there's
your tech tip.
There's my tech tips, but if you don't do drywall, it's
all right.
But that goes for even if you're doing patches.
Sure,
and
anywhere.
If you are using tape on a patch,
right,
and you're worried about it moving, if it's walk away. You know, if it's your place,
yep.
You got time.
Yep.
If you're on the clock, different story. But chances are you're not a professional drywall who's on the clock.
I'm not adding that to my resume.
I've had, this past couple of weeks I've done some. I've had to do some drywall or patch and plastered with drywall.
Right. Oh, plaster.
It's button board, and then plaster. And
what happened?
It just these walls are just super wavy and inconsistent, and it's thicker than 5/8. Drywall. So plaster's out. Put some 5/8 drywall in there, and I still got to float like a 1/4 inch all the way, like around the electrical box. Yeah, and then have that feather out. But again, I have the convenience of let me hit this today. I got plenty of other stuff to do. I'll come back tomorrow, sand it, add a little bit more.
See, I look at these things, I go, how fast can I get this done? What's going to be in front of it?
If you put joint
Is there good lighting in this room?
But if you put joint compound too thick, when it dries, it cracks.
It cracks, right, because it's shrinking, just like concrete. That's why you have to put stress cracks in it, and concrete always cracks anyway. But
so to get around that, if you have to use a thick coat of joint compound,
okay,
get some 20-minute plaster.
Oh.
Use the 20-minute plaster. You mix it up like Fix-All or something like that.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like
pancake batter.
A little thicker, like pudding.
Okay.
That way it'll stick.
It'll stick.
So if you've got a backer or some hardware cloth or something like that, get the 20-minute plaster in there.
Yeah.
And just underfill it by an 1/8. Get it all in there, and then come back with your joint compound for just that 1/8 of an inch to skim it. Because if you got to do more than that, with more than like 1/8 with joint compound, it's
right.
It's going to crack, and you're going to have to come back the next day, no matter what.
Right.
And not just fine tune.
Right.
You're refilling, and you're essentially set yourself back a day.
Yeah. Take 4 steps back. There you go. Right, 3 steps back.
Because you got to fill in these cracks.
Yeah.
Whereas if your first coat's nice and thin,
right,
your second coat is, after you sand it, you're just really skimming it,
right,
to get some a few imperfections out. Like when you get that little dry piece in your knife and you.
That like booger. Yeah.
And now more drywall talk with Wood.
I'm over it, man.
So, Grand National Roadster Show.
Yeah, we saw success, man. Steve Strope was there. Really cool guy. The prolonged station wagon, 55 Chevy wagons, is 99.9% done. Looked good.
Looked good.
I mean, it looks complete. I would have loved to have seen it outside or, hear it or something. They had a really nice paint job. That paint job was done Martinis.
Ooh, Santini's, that sounds...
in Westminster down here. So that came out fabulous. It was darker than I remember it seeing in a shop. It was deeper. was nice to see the front end of the car on there, and he had his Steve had his Buick Regal out there.
I thought it was a Skylark.
Buick Skylark, thank you. Buick Skylark, that's right. 67 Skylark, like at the Chrysler Hemi engine in it.
A monster engine.
That thing looks tough. It looks good just as is.
Right. So this car has no paint.
No, it's just bare metal.
Bare metal.
Steering column and a couple red bucket seats, and it just screams. It just screams, reeks of speed and danger. I don't know what it's just mean, man. It's just proportions of that car is tough.
We saw Holly
and Aaron,
Holly
yeah.
And Aaron, Ventura Nationals.
Ventura Nationals got a flyer for the Wall of Death. Word is out. The Wall of Death, man. You appreciate your life? Check out the Wall of Death.
Yeah. Google image search that one.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Find the one with the lion.
Long time history of that. Yeah, call PETA. Let them know.
So we'll have them on the podcast. I know we said it last year. We were somehow.
Yeah, they want to jump on before that event in Labor Day. This coming few months here. So that would be cool. We ran into Bob Ryder from.
You used to be Drive Magazine.
No longer with Drive Magazine.
But he's no longer with Drive Magazine. He's now hooked up doing with a shop.
Canberra Speed Shop. Canberra Speed Shop. Over here in Orange, California. And I've never heard of them. And after we, of course, more talk with the Just Fun Run sponsored by the Pickups Limited guys in Orange County who made a stop there. They organized the whole thing. They went to that speed shop that Bob was talking about. And these guys do, they had a pretty cool booth there at the show today for, straight axle race cars and customs. Whatever you want to do, gassers. I mean, really cool stuff. And, so we'll probably get a podcast or a video or something going on for that as well. So that was cool. Look, that'd be interesting. And we also ran into Piero DeLuca from Motor Nation. So,
which
that sounds huge, man.
Right.
The Hulu for hot rods, dude. That's just.
Thank you.
It comes. It just. He said. It's just. Leaps and bounds with the digital world. It was interesting when he said, DVDs are dead. Downloading is completely useless. We're all at the age now where it's just like, sign me up.
I want it now.
And I want it now, and I'm going to get it on my phone, my tablet, XYZ laptop.
I want it now.
Yeah, pretty much. But, with membership comes its privileges, but it sounds like it's the Hot Rod channel for whether it's current, traditional hot rod, custom events, documentary stuff, things of the past, vintage things.
But he was also talking in the mud with trucks.
But those are other things because we're not all just usually stuck just, we have our primary interest, but usually, obviously we're into muscle cars, but we're starting, hey, let's check out autocross, motorcycles. If you maybe, it's like us, we can't afford that, but, I got pictures of Indian motorcycles all over the place in here. It's like, of course.
It's still cool.
It's still cool, and you love it, but there's a place for all of that there. And, of course, Motor Nation has its way. But as he said, he gets more and more busy. Pretty soon you're not doing it. You tell someone else to do it. So I predict big things there.
Oh, yeah.
And he wants to jump in on an interview as well, too. So it's been... probably 4 years since we talked to him.
Well, we've only been doing this for three and a half.
It feels like 4 years. Okay. I mean, he was one of the first ones.
Right.
And you know,
he was one of our first interviews.
Yeah.
We still had the PVC.
Do we? Yeah. So we should probably repost that because it'd be funny to hear that once again. But talented guy, and you know, like he said, he's always stuck in the editing bay. So
right, because it was. What were the DVDs? I can't think of the name. Mad Fabricator Society.
Mad Fabricator Society. Thank you.
It was like it was like number 6 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it was a great series, and I love the intros of, you know, the masks and you know, like apes on on mope. You know.
No, I don't.
Thanks.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Anyway.
Sorry. Yes, and.
Yes, and. Thanks, William. And so who else we run into today? Come on, Tony Colombini from Blacktop Media.
Junkyard Jeff.
Junkyard Jeff from junkyardfine.com. We got some, hopefully we'll get some more content and or video with Classic Industries tied in with him, and that'll be cool. I'd really like to get that going.
Manny's friend.
Manny Figueroa, yes, car builder out there today. First time show. Those guys were so beside themselves. They didn't know what to say. Didn't want to talk. Didn't just. It's like I don't know why I'm in this car show here. It's beautiful, 1954 Mercury with the Y block. Man, it just says Y block. You know, it's just like, oh, here you expect to see like some polished out, flattened out aluminum, you know, emblazoned engine compartment with like an LS engine or something.
Nope.
No, it's got the Y block with the big schlong, you know, oil inlet tube and the oil bath, air cleaner, you know, the whole bit, you know, and it still has but it's all color matched and it still has like the factory hood springs, and so it's all kicked up by itself. There's no hydraulics or just pneumatics or anything like that. You know, 3-inch chop on the top. It's a hard top.
Okay, but it didn't look cartoonish or anything?
No, it's very subtle. Shaved the door handles, Frenched the headlights, did a little work on the taillights, kept it simple, clean, not like a super hot, vibrant color. It was like a two-tone green, you know, a medium champagne-ish green.
Nice and subtle.
Yeah, super subtle, and it just worked.
I know there was a lot of work that went into it, but it had that look of simple.
Right, and like you said, he didn't want to. It was well designed, and he didn't want to
nothing over
suddenly
the top.
Jump it and overdo it.
Right. It was
right.
That's what I mean by simple. Simple is good.
Simple is good, man.
Like I didn't notice that the door handles were shaved. You know,
I'd only notice that when talking to him.
Okay, but
because my eyeball was kind of moving around, I'm like, yeah, those handles are gone, but I wasn't surprised.
Okay, but I mean,
let's see if I can find a picture.
I shot video of that car over and over, and I didn't notice.
You didn't pick it up.
That's how well this car is designed. That, you know, something like that you don't even notice it.
Then that's a good thing.
That's the sign of a good job.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't notice it, you did it right. You know.
Yeah.
You know, French and headlights. Hey, those work. They look right. Moving on.
Moving on.
I mean, that's one of the best compliments you can give to the guy that did it.
Right. Well, yeah, it's
like.
It's almost kind of sad because I could spend another 12 hours looking at these cars, especially the ones that are fenced off. And there's so much work going into this that there was a 57 Fairlane that somebody had. Sorry, I don't have the name in front of me, but I don't remember it. But quite a bit of work on the headlights in the front end, and then integrated the peak on the fenders to wrap around and do like a 90-degree kick up and a scoop went all the way across the cowl, across the front of the windshield. And the car was black and in bad lighting. It's hard to pick up a lot of detail like that, but it struck my eye, and I wanted to look some more at it. But you just it's sad because you don't have don't have the time to really just stare at it,
to study everything.
And the 54 that we're talking about is from Scott and Holly Roberts, and based out here in California. And really cool people. I mean, it wasn't. They were just basically standing back, just hanging out with family, and.
Well, it was the first time they've seen the car completed.
First time they really see the car completed anyway. They didn't know what to expect, and, I could see that being nerve-wracking, but...
And, of course, saw Junkyard Jeff.
Yeah, cool guy.
Yeah.
Hyper.
If you got stuff to sell, make sure to check him out. And
yeah,
I overheard him say that there's a new feature. There's like a forum or something, like parts you are looking for.
Okay.
So like
your wish list.
Kinda. When you're trying to find all these pulleys.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
But you could have made a post like looking for 8-cylinder
right
alternator pulley.
And then you get 5 of them and they wouldn't fit.
Well, okay.
Right, exactly.
But as an example of
5 times, man. Oh, dude.
We saw a few. I'm sure.
Hey, changing the subject, we were talking about autocross. What's going to be new for 2016 is Optima Battery is going to have a new racing series. It's going to be called Chump Car.
Oh, that's right. You told me about this.
Yeah. Your car's worth $500, but after you put everything into safety and equipment, and then you enter an event for a weekend, and
you're $5,000.
You're $5,000 in a hole.
to go racing a POS.
Yeah. Who's the chump? I don't know, man. I mean,
if you got to put $5,000 into racing,
that's where you have to create the team.
Okay, but
that's what the whole point of
if you've got
Lemons is.
If you've got $5,000 laying around just for the safety equipment,
I wouldn't be driving a Ranchero look like a roach.
Okay, but you also wouldn't put it into a $500 car.
No, you wouldn't.
We'll get to more on that later, but I got to get going.
Yeah, you
do. So
maybe next week.
Next weekend.
What's next weekend?
The wives are out of town.
Oh, that's trouble in the garage. That's right. Super Bowl. What are you going to do?
I was planning on coming over here.
Right on, man. Let's get some stuff done. Jesus Christ. Super Bowl. Ooh. I know our ad's not going to be on TV.
You didn't cut Channel 7 that check?
No.
You didn't just bounce it on over?
Bounce it on over, man.
I don't even know if it's Channel 7.
I don't know either, man.
So depending what you get done tomorrow on the Mustang, we'll see if I need to be here. Well, you're gonna we're gonna
get something done.
Okay, best case scenario fires up. You're gonna need help getting the hood back on.
2 more hands for a hood. That would be awesome to see the car with a hood back on. It would be weird.
Yeah. So
it was weird just putting the engine in and the whole front end went down. But yeah.
Okay.
I got to put air in the back tires. That's a step up. What a loser.
Okay. So, thanks for listening. Keep an eye out for photos and videos via Facebook, Instagram, our sites,
Google Plus, Twitter. Yeah.
Share the love, tell a friend.
Share the love, man.
And I guess until next weekend.
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
My name's William.
This is Davis.
This episode of the Primer Podcast was brought to you by Meguiar's and their new Mirror Bright line of products. You can check them out at meguiars.com, where craftsmanship is making a renaissance, and it's in the art of the skilled hand.